And then suddenly like I heard this female voice like singing along as well. And then I like, do you sing? Then
Yeah.
she was like, no.
Hello，大家好，我人是
嘟姊姊妹，我是大姊白加酸，
我是小妹白加威。Use 3 words to describe what it is like performing at a Getai.
fulfilling,
Spontaneous, exciting. Unlike other performances outside where you can script, you can rehearse, Getai is really like, you cannot stand by one.
all the stories or whatever jokes, right? It's really just like thing on the spot, really very spontaneous.
Yeah, even the songs that you sing that night, you cannot prepare in advance because you have to ask the audience like, so 我们要听什么歌?
Yeah.
Yeah, then they will shout from below the stage.
Yeah.
Because if you don't sing those songs that they request, they think that you're not well prepared.
When I see the smiles on the audience's face, it means that they're enjoying to our songs, and then we are making them really happy.
Yeah, especially when there's laughter coming from the audience, right? So you feel like you are really doing a great job. So it's a very like fulfilling feeling. How and when did both of you get started with performing at Getais?
We started singing when we were 10 and 9 years old,
Yeah.
and it was really not planned because when we were young, my parents just sent us to like singing and dancing classes.
No,
so-
they wanted us to become like those atas MediaCorp actresses.
Okay, but it did not lah. So one day, my dad's friend decided like, do you wanna let your kids perform at the Getai? So at that point of time, we didn't know what Getai
We
was.
just went there thinking it's a normal like performance.
And I think the reactions were quite good from both the organizers and the audiences. So that's how we continued with Getai.
We started when we were still schooling, so it's really quite hectic because our school usually starts around 7 a.m. So we will have curriculum activities afterwards. We were both like volleyball players.
Yeah.
So usually it trains until like 6 p.m. Yeah, then after that, before we can even end the training proper, we need to run to the car park where our dad will be sitting there waiting for us.
Yeah.
Then we will eat our dinner on the car, change into the Getai clothes on the car.
Yeah, without showering.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
so we just stink up the whole car.
Yeah, but we had no choice because usually the first Getai will start at 7 p.m. So we have to rush there. Then after that, once Getai ends, then
Around 11 p.m.
we'll be back home revising our homework.
Yeah, so we usually sleep about 1 a.m. That continues for like 10 years. And I think the FOMO factor is really bad at a point of time. Like during our rebellious time, then we will cry at home and we will quarrel with our parents like a lot, like screaming. Yeah, but then eventually we still survived because it's still part of like our life. Toughest part about performing at Getais.
For Getai, it's not only singing 3 songs to the audiences, they are like looking for other things as well.
Entertainment
like,
value.
Yeah, right. So the audiences has certain expectations for both of us because I think both of us were quite funny. So we have to keep the expectations up last.
Memorable performances you have had during 7 months. Every year something funny will happen to me because I'm the more joker one, so I tend to say a lot of things that I shouldn't say, and I joke about like the brothers and sisters. I was just lazy that day and I decided I don't want to like pray to the brothers and sisters. I just wanted to sleep and rest. And then on the day itself, when I was singing, someone sang with us and there were only 2 microphones.
Yeah, so like we actually off our mics and then the bands were just playing their opening songs, and then suddenly like I heard this female voice like singing along as well. And then I like, do you sing? Then
Yeah.
she was like, no. Then it's like, do you heard it? Then she said yes, and like we were both like, oh okay, we heard something.
Yeah, so very memorable even until today. I think Getai has evolved a lot since we started until now. Like there's a lot of stereotypes with Getai and we don't blame them because when it first started out, it was really like that. Like singers will wear revealing clothes. There will be like a lot of like uncle watching us singing.
That's not how the singers are or how it is like currently. Sometimes we maybe incorporate some
Educational things, like we do educate our audience, so I think times have changed. Even the government in Singapore, they recognize the power of Getai. For example, like we have sang in Geylang before, where we educate the people about like safe sex. Do you
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
When we were still quite young.
And I think like current the pandemic, right, the government is also using Getai as a platform to educate elderlies to stay at home.
And also to vaccinate themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they know that like a lot of elderlies watch us and they believe the things that we say, the message that we spread.
我们来欢迎嘟君姐妹。
all of the singers, if not 90%, lost their income totally.
During the 7 month, both of us usually had around 60 to 70 performance. When COVID hit us, we only had 6 performance, so it was like 90%.
Yeah, this year even worse. Like now we are already almost done with the full month. We only have like 3 performances. To say about the good things, I think that this COVID tapped on the potential of the industry because it opened up like the whole live streaming market that we never had.
Yeah, so I think like in the future, right, Getai might not be like only open to the idea of like outdoor Getais. It can be held virtually as well, so that might increase the number of shows that we can have in the future. I think Getai is not only for the older generation, but it's only attracting the older generation right now. I don't think there's any boundaries such that Getai is only for older people, although the songs that we sing currently are mostly like the oldies.
We also tried to sing K-pop before, like last time we sing like Wonder Girls or A-Lee, but it's because like mostly it's still the older people watching, so they don't understand what we are singing, so in the end we gave up. But if there are more young people, if we see them in the audience, things might really change. Do you have a fan base? I think we can say we do. But the funny thing is, right, everyone share the fans.
Yeah, you see like the same fan base for all the different singers. So I say that like the Getai industry is really very harmonious. Everyone is very supportive of each other.
Our fans love to give us presents. So I think one of the most funny one is we were singing halfway and then one of the fans walked up with a big red plastic bag.
Yeah. So we were like, oh, what's gonna be inside? Because it's not ang pao, right?
Yeah.
So when you open it up, it's actually like 2 big
Chili
chili
crab.
crab.
The eerie thing about this also, right, because fans can give us anything and we accept anything. There's like a few times like uncle give us like presents and then when we went home and open up, it's like expired toothpaste, expired like
Breads.
bread. Yeah, then it was like sticky also.
Yeah. But we are thankful lah, like it's really just their appreciation.
掌声有请我们的兔子姐妹，谢谢女姐姐啊！
I think our family is very, very proud.
Friends-wise, honestly, I'm quite surprised because of all the stereotypes. I thought that they were viewed very negatively. After I told them, right, then they were like, oh my god, bring me to your Getai. I want to watch you sing.
It's quite unexpected, right?
Yeah,
Because
very
last time
unexpected.
I used to like hide about it because I thought it would be quite embarrassing and they will outcast me. But after I was honest about it, actually everyone was very supportive, like the younger people, my friends or even my colleagues.
Yeah, they were like, oh, I see you on TV, Getai challenge, or like I see you on newspaper. So they were actually quite amazed.
Even our school, like NTU, invited us to like perform in front of everyone. But the cold hard truth is that I feel that there are still people talking behind our back. How long do you see yourself doing this? We always ask ourselves this. Like
How long?
10 years ago, we will say we must stop when we enter JC.
Yeah.
Then once we entered JC,
We must stop after we enter uni.
yeah, then after we are in uni, we say the moment we graduate, we will stop. Because
Yeah.
we want to enter the corporate life, right?
Yeah.
And then look where we are now.
We are just not stopping, although like we said a lot of times. So I think that this will be something that we are doing it forever. But I would say that because we are currently doing full-time jobs, so we won't really like devote all of our time into it.
But it's definitely something that will continue forever because it's just part of us already.
Do you have anything to say to naysayers?
Honestly, just come and experience for yourself.
I'm sure that once you attend one Getai, then you will keep coming and you'll keep watching Getai.
一人一半，感情袂散，一人一思句，感情才会久。